This is my Humanities Night presentation. The table of contents. We will be going over the overview, the problems to solve, project objective, process, feedback, and how I know I learned. My name is Devon Alexander. I am a sophomore at Morristown High School. This being my first year in the academy, it has been a big learning curve from other classes. The past year, I've attempted to make a website explaining the process of getting a dog, what to expect, then how to adjust to having a dog. My motivation for this project is from personal experience. When my first dog died, I begged my parents for another dog. With constant no's every time I asked, I just decided to stop asking and accept I'm not getting one. I just wish there was something like the website I have made today to persuade my parents to get another dog. So the problems to solve. First, I needed to find the problems that people are having with dogs. This step was necessary because I was biased. I have a dog of my own, and I find everything is perfect with her. I find no problems. But in the eyes of other people, there were problems. So I need to find logical solutions to these problems. The second problem was the kids. Most kids, depending on their age, will not have the confidence or way of talking to persuade their parents. Now, adopting. Adopting is a big part of getting a dog, but it's also one of the most scarier. There are scams that go on. Dogs that you have could already have a pre-existing injury when you get the dog from the breeder or the shelter. And also taking on the differences between getting one from a shelter, a breeder, and or if you want to foster a dog. And then just knowing basic knowledge of health to make a good dog. There's just stuff like training, nutrition, and all-around tips to have a healthy and fun dog. So, the mission of this project was to create a central hub of information, to collect information from websites from doctors to vets to nutrition people to people who raise dogs as a living, who you pay to train. All this information into one website. So you don't need to go looking at 15 different websites. You look at one website, all the information is here. So the process and the habits of mind. Information gathering was the first step of my process. In this part of the project, I was collecting information off public forums. Some information gathered was like stories to list of some troubles they had. Some go the traditions of people having their families, not having dogs, the fear of dogs, allergies, the amount of time needed, and responsibility. These were some of the big topics that I needed to overcome. What I needed to use was empathy and open-mindedness. I needed to open my mind to problems people had with dogs. Even though I did not agree with some of the problems they had, I needed to add these to my website. Solutions. After finding all these problems, I had to go and see what other people were like. Find logical solutions for people. If they had a small home, an apartment, all these different factors that would go in to finding the perfect solution for everybody. In order to complete this step, I need to use empathy again. Step in other people's shoes. See what solution is viable. If someone has a small house, see if they can raise up a bed to give them space under there. Just all around find a good solution for every single person. The construction. Now that I had the information, the solutions, I needed to apply it to my website. I tried to make my website appealing to all audiences. On the home screen, I have added photos and some information next to it. These pieces of information are just previews of what is on these pages. The actual pages will have full information on the chosen topic that they need. I needed to be resourceful. I needed to use what the website gave me to create an appealing website. Also needed to be able to express all my information. The website had great ways to organize all the pages. Just the pages, I could put tabs, make certain information. It wasn't all just one straight paragraph. Feedback night. Opened my eyes to a bigger picture of my website. I thought of all the things that happened with my parents when getting a dog. Thought of all the time that I had my dog from here and from my past dog. I thought about people trying to adopt the dog. Some other feedback I got was that parents' pages were supposed to be different than kids' pages, make the kids' pages more brighter and fun, while the parents were more serious and given straight up information. I needed to be courageous in this, as I knew I was making my project from one small 3 topic website to now 6 to 7 topic website. So I needed to have the courage to do that and also get it done in the same amount of time. So on the second part of information gathering, for the second time in the project, I had hit the internet. This time the information was more facts and numbers, more than stories. And some examples: nutrition, scientifically proven that some foods are better than others for certain types of dogs. Training techniques are proven to work from studies. The websites and videos I watched about persuasion techniques had studies tied to them with facts. This stage of information gathering was based off videos and websites, not public forums like the first information I got. How I know I learned. I know I learned from the knowledge that I now use to help my dog and other dogs that my friends have. Ever since I started looking at the nutrition side, I have changed my dog's diet. We used to have food that was full of color, but dogs can't see color, so it's all just additives. They were Some of the food in there wasn't even food. It was just thrown away food from a farm. So I had to change the diet and we got better food for her, and she's been happier ever since. After finding the problems I had to answer, I started to notice the problems with my own dog, shedding, how shedding can lead to allergies, how much space is needed for the dog, how much time is needed, and training can be tough. And also traveling, especially going to out of out of state, can be very difficult with dogs. How I know I learned habits of mind. One of my favorite stages of the project, and what I learned the most, was finding solutions to the problems. The way I had to think of all the situations someone could be in: small house, an apartment, allergies, fear of dogs, a low amount of money. All these factor in to the one solution that I need to make for them. And this look allowed me to look at people and say, you know what? This person might be acting crazy, might be doing this, might be doing that, but I shouldn't judge because I don't know what's going on in their life. Because I don't know if they're having financial problems. Maybe they're not okay in the head and they just don't know where to get help. Just taught me not to judge what other people are doing. Just keep it to myself. Thank you. That is my Humanities night, and I am out.